Terbi. So today my video is about consecutive interpreting from Indonesia to English. Today's consecutive interpreting based on one of the Geek Andy's interview with Gus Miftah. So yeah, here we go.
Gus, tadi kan sempat kita singgung masa lalu Anda ya.
Yep.
Tadi Anda, saya nggak tahu bercanda atau tidak, pernah jadi marbot, ya, pernah jadi tukang kebun. Tapi yang saya dengar kan jadi tukang becak juga, gagal dalam usaha, bangkrut. Dan nanti saya akan tanyakan sejarah bagaimana sampai kemudian Anda bisa bikin pondok pesantren. Tapi Anda juga, atau mertua Anda, pernah malu punya menantu seperti Anda. Sebenarnya nggak heran ya. Iya. Tapi kita masuk dulu ke tukang becak, itu benar itu?
Iya. Jadi saya dulu berangkat ke Jogja tidak mendapatkan transferan dan wesel dari bapak ibu saya. Saya cuma bilang, Pak, Bu, saya berangkat ke Jogja, saya kuliah. Loh, biayanya dari mana? Cukup ibu kirim saya doa setelah sholat. Fatihah saja setiap habis sholat. Tapi ingat ya Bu, ya cukup Fatihah, jangan pakai Yasin, saya bilang. Bablas ntar kan. Lah, karena di Jogja saya nggak punya tempat tinggal, saya di masjid. Disinilah saya belajar memahami kebinekaan, kemajemukan, dan pluralisme. Saya orang NU, tinggal di masjidnya orang Muhammadiyah. Sebagai James Bond, jaga masjid dan kebun. Nah, saya sering tanya, ada masalah nggak Gus tinggal di masjid orang Muhammadiyah? Nggak ada. 4 tahun setengah. Lah, untuk mencukupi kebutuhan saya pernah menjadi pedagang asongan. Aksesoris, kayak gantungan kunci, peniti, di alun-alun utara Malioboro. Itu selama beberapa saat. Kemudian saya pernah narik becak. Sekitar 6 bulan, bahkan sampai saya jadi pengurus paguyuban becak kota Yogyakarta. Akhirnya saya berhenti dari becak, cari aktivitas yang lain.
So, Gus, we talked about your past earlier. You, I don't know if it's just a joke or it's true, have been a marbot, a gardener, but I heard that you also became a pedicab driver, failed in business, and went bankrupt. And later I will ask you about the history, how you can make a boarding school. But what I heard, your in-laws never wanted to have in-laws like you. Actually, it's not surprising, right? But we discussed it later. Now, we will discuss when you were a pedicab driver. Is that true? Yes. So I used to go to Jogja and didn't get money from my parents. I just said, Mom, Dad, I'm going to Jogja for college. Then my parents said, how about the money? Then I replied, just send me a prayer after you pray. Al-Fatiha only. Every prayer, okay? But remember, Mom, only Al-Fatiha. Don't use Yasin, okay? Because in Jogja, I don't have a place to live. I live in a mosque. There, I learned to understand about difference, like pluralism. I am an NU person who lived in Muhammadiyah Mosque. As James Bond, aka jaga masjid dan kebun. So, the question is there a problem when I lived in the Muhammadiyah's mosque? The answer is no. For years and a half, to meet my needs, I was a hawker's traders. I sold accessories, such as keychains and pins in a northern square of Malioboro. For a while, I was a pedicab driver for about 6 months. Even until I became the administrator of the Yogyakarta Becak Association, and then finally I stopped and looking for other activities.
Oke, jadi Anda pernah jadi tukang becak itu benar?
Benar, fakta. Maka kenapa di pondok ada becak? Karena untuk mengingatkan saya kepada masa lalu saya.
Oke. Ini Anda nggak malu menceritakan semua ini?
Enggak, kenapa malu?
Oke, kan ada yang merasa tukang beca itu kurang bergengsi pekerjaannya, profesinya.
Ya, tukang becak itu lebih bergengsi daripada wasit sepak bola.
Kenapa begitu?
Wasit sepak bola itu profesinya aneh, lari ke sana kemari mencari kesalahan orang lain.
Saya baru paham hari ini.
Dan yang paling celaka, wasit tinju.
Kenapa?
Ada orang berpelukan dipisah, ada orang pukul-pukulan dibiarin, kan kurang ngajar banget gitu.
Ya, semakin paham saya bahwa ada profesi-profesi yang sebenarnya harus dipertanyakan. Apakah dia akan masuk surga atau tidak? Ya,
Dan saya nggak malu sama sekali.
mudah-mudahan nggak ada wasit berhenti gara-gara mendengarkan percakapan kita.
So, the fact that you have been a pedicab driver is true. Yes, it's true. That's why in my boarding school, there are pedicabs to remind me of my past. Aren't you ashamed to tell us about this? No. Why should I be ashamed? Okay, you know, Gus, there are those people who feel that a job of pedicab driver is less prestigious. Yes, I know it, but the pedicab driver is more prestigious than a football referee. Why is that? Football referee is a strange profession, running around looking for other people's mistakes. I just understood it. And the most wretched is the boxing referee. There are people hugging, but they separate them. But when people punching each other, they let them be. Isn't it really insolent? Haha. Okay, I understand more that there are professions that must be questioned. Is they going to heaven or not? I hope there are no referees who stop because they listening to our conversation.
Sekarang yang jadi pertanyaan, kan Anda punya pondok pesantren.
Ya.
Namanya apa tadi?
Ora aji.
Artinya apa itu?
Not value.
Oh, nggak ada nilai.
Nggak ada nilai. Karena bagi saya manusia itu kan hina di hadapan Allah. Rendah. Makanya saya mencoba memposisikan saya seperti itu. Maka ketika ada orang membuli saya macam-macam, sama sekali nggak kepikiran. Ya katakanlah kita not value. Sudah, saya santai. Saya sering mengatakan, orang baik itu egois. Karena selalu memandang orang maksiat dengan kacamata kebencian. Sementara ahli maksiat itu justru memandang orang baik dengan kacamata kasih sayang. Satu saat saya duduk di kafe, mau pengajian sama mbak-mbak LC, ladies skirt, ya, teman-teman pemandu karaoke lah itu.
Iya.
Begitu kita duduk, Bang, itu ada rombongan pengajian lewat. Yang keluar dari mulut mbak-mbak itu saya kaget.
Apa itu?
Saya ngiri dengan mereka loh, Gus. Malam-malam gini kita mabuk pegang botol, mereka datang ke tempat pengajian. Bahkan ada yang berebes, Mas Mili. Waduh. Sementara satu saat saya menemani beberapa teman yang dalam tanda kutip baik lah.
Sok suci.
Sok suci lah. Begitu lewat depan kafe, melihat mbak-mbak yang menggunakan pakaian seksi. Walaupun menurut saya tidak seksi sih, salah kostum saja lah. Mereka mengatakan apa? Dasar ahli maksiat, malam-malam begini malah penuh dengan kemaksiatan.
Oke,
Coba.
ini perspektif ya, sudut pandang.
Sudut pandang. Yang ahli maksiat memandang orang baik dengan penuh rasa cinta. Yang dianggap baik memandang orang ahli maksiat dengan penuh kebencian.
Jadi Anda sekarang menempatkan diri pada sudut pandang seperti ini tadi ya?
Iya,
Bagaimana
maka saya
melihat
mengatakan
anak-anak
kepada mereka.
Bekas preman,
Iya.
penyuh narkoba.
Maka saya sampaikan kepada mereka, pada akhirnya surga itu akan ditempati oleh ahli maksiat yang mau bertaubat. Bukan orang yang sok suci, namun pada akhirnya tersesat.
Oke, menarik.
Lebih baik ahli maksiat yang khawatir dengan kemaksiatannya daripada orang yang banyak amalan tapi sombong dengan amalan.
Okay. Very interesting. The question is, you have a boarding school, right? What does it call it? It's oraji, which means, it means no, not value. There's no value. Because for me, humans are despicable and lowly in front of God. I try to position myself like that. When people bully me, I don't even want to think about it. I often say that good people are selfish because they always look at those who do immoral acts with hatred, while the immoral people look at the good people with affection. One day, when I sat in the cafe with my friends, I sat with an Elsie woman, a karaoke guide friends. As soon as we sat down, a group of recitation passed by, and what came out from the woman's mouth shocked me. She said, "Gus, I'm jealous of them. At night like this, we are drunk, holding the bottle while they come to the recitation place. Meanwhile, on the other day, I accompanied some friends who were quoted as good friends, pretending to be holy. I walked by the front of the cafe and I saw a woman dressed in sexy clothes. Even though in my opinion it's not sexy, she just wear the wrong costume. They say, you perfect at night like this are even full of immorals. Okay, perspective, point of view. Yes, point of view. The immoral one looks at the good people with love and affection, while those who consider it as a good people look at the immorals with hatred. So you put yourself in this perspective, just like how you look at the children who were ex-thugs, drug users. Yes, therefore, I tell them that in the end, the heaven is occupied by immoral people who wants to repent, not pretentious people, but in the end, they get lost. Interesting. It's better for immoral people to worry about his action than a good person who is proud of his deeds.